Hello everyone and welcome back to Pt.4. This is our Norway playthrough, and we're going to start off by starting that time up. So, we left off with just creating this line that's going to bring construction materials down to Fredrikstad, and we're going to see how that goes in this episode, and hopefully that gets to build this city quite nicely. So, pretty excited about that. And another thing that I would like to do is create the train line that is going to go here from Araros up to Andalsnes. And we are going to call that the RAR to. I'm just going to call it and. Train line. All right. So that is all set up. We just need to throw a train on there, and we can go into this town and set up a public transit system like we've been doing in all the other towns. And I think I'm actually going to do that right now because we have about $1 million. So let's get that going. We'll put a road depot in. We can put it here at the edge of town. It doesn't really matter. Okay, and then we can build bus and tram stops. We'll put it here, here. Oh yeah, one in the center of town. Love it. Should we put one out here? Nah, I think they'll be okay. All right, and that should be good for now. And then we'll also create that line. Nice. And this will be the Andalsnes public transit line. All right. And we're going to throw some vehicles on it. 1, 2, 3. We're going to throw 4 on it for now. And we're going to set them to that line. Cool. And they're off and doing their thing. And we are up to 1.4 million, almost enough for me to buy a train for this line right here. Let's see how everything is going, though. I think it might be time to put that train line on. Yeah. Alright, so, well, what we are going to do... I don't know if we're going to have enough money, though. That's the thing. I think we might hold up. So there's a lot of people waiting at the stations here in Raros. So we're going to actually add an extra car to the Raros line. Raros public transit line. And that should help to pick up more passengers and get it on a roll. Now, I believe this is starting to deliver construction materials. Let's see, this guy has 5 of them. We're going to enter that cockpit and watch him come on into town because it's lovely. He's now in Fredrikstad, rolling down the streets. You can see the industry off to your left, and you can see houses in front. I'm going to make a left there. And right over to the left here is the depot. So he's going to drop that on off. And let's see, how much money? 6.28k. So that is working out. And let's see. So they're covering only 2% right now, but it's very early on in that line's history. So it'll definitely start to equal out. And we'll definitely get more money out of it. And it'll help the town grow. And of course, it'll all be good. And we have a bunch of stone waiting here. So I think what we're gonna need. Oh, I mean we have a bunch there too. So I think we can even add more to these lines. So one, two. We'll add two to each line, and I'll bet two at a time here so I can stick to what I'm doing. So we're gonna put two on the quarry line, and then one, two, and we're gonna put two on the construction material line. Okay. And they're off and doing their thing, and we're almost up to 2 million. So I am going to build that train depot. And apparently I can't because it's being weird like that, but that is no problem. We'll just put this like so. And we'll bring the track in like that. Cool. That is all connected up. We are going to buy. So we don't really need to buy an overly powerful train because it's rolling right on the same plane almost. There's no elevation change really. So we're gonna stick with the Borsig here, and we're gonna get a few of these cars. A nice 40 car train is absolutely fine, and we're gonna put that on the roar to and train line, and that's gonna start that line. Look at that train, lovely. Hopefully, once that train gets up to and Dalsness up here, there'll be people waiting. That's the goal. That would be really nice. I don't believe there's anyone on. Yep. Okay. So there's no one on the train right now. But again, like anything, it's early and we have to wait for it to adjust. So people actually know that there's a train line that does this, and they can start to catch the train line, and it'll be all good. Train's crossing that bridge. We're gonna try and follow this train in here. Oh yeah, what a view! What a view! Now the station's a little weird because it's elevated compared to the rest of this track here, but the train should have no problem climbing up that real quick. Oh yeah, zero problems. Barely loses any speed. Now there's no one waiting at the station this time. So that train line we're directly losing money on, but that I'm sure. Okay, so oh nope, we have no one waiting to go to. We'll come back and check out on that. Let's see how other things are doing. 49.33, perfect. And okay, so that's up to 28% now. We're getting construction materials into Fredrikstad. So that is a pretty good percentage, and we're going to want to keep that high. So very excited about that. So what do you guys think we should head up next? Do you think we should continue to build track? I believe this was a giant elevation change. So that is at 109 and this is at 185. We can continue up here to Farsund, which is actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's continue up to Farsund. So let's lay that track because it's all on the same plane. Yeah, 117, and that's at 105. That's absolutely fine. So we're gonna roll with that, and that's gonna be this line coming out here. Oh no, we do not want that. Yep, that's fine. We just want it to come on down off that ridge. Okay, so we're gonna put the train station, I believe. This one might be hard to put the train station. I think we're gonna wrap the tracks around this way and put the train station in this corner. So we're gonna want to cross the river whenever. Okay, so let's go back and build this track. always lay that track cheap. Build another bridge. Cool. Start to turn it a little bit. Okay. We'll just lay that like that. Yeah, it is on this ledge a little bit, but that is okay. Because we can still lay it very cheaply. There's not really much of an incline there. Yeah, see, we're absolutely fine. So we're going to start to curve it around. We're going to lay the train station. Okay, so we're going to have a track coming through here, obviously. And we're going to have a track coming through here. So this is going to be the junction of two lines, I believe. Yes. We can even make it a third line coming into there. So, warning, train 3 has reached its lifetime, so that's something we're going to have to look at. So let's get a 3-track. We're going to do 240 length. And we're going to see how this looks, if this fits in nicely. And I think right like that should fit nicely. Yeah, we'll fit it right there. That'll be fine. So this one's going to come in. And it is going to do the center one, but we have too much slope, so let's bring that back a little bit and come out from here. And see, that works no problem. Cool. That all hooks up nicely. Yep. Very nice. Okay. So that is all set. That is hooked up. Yes, make sure the connect is connected to street network. You got it. That's an easy fix. Medium street. Oh, look at that. And obviously, we're going to have this side come over and do that. Make it easily accessible. And we'll get to that a little bit later. Let's go down to train 3. What line would train 3 be on? Let us think. Found it. So it's at 25 years, so it doesn't necessarily need to be replaced for another 5 years, but it should. We're going to keep an eye on that. It's still rolling nicely. Oh, that's train 1. I guess train 3. Oh, train 3 is coming down. See, it's only got 36 passengers, so we could, because it definitely needs to take more. So when we do replace that, we're going to put more cars on that train and obviously get more money, and it'll all be good. And look at that, we just got a new train, the Class 89 Prussia T3. Let's take a look at her. Go up here and we'll just look at this. So it's not a fast train, but it's got the power. So what I'm thinking is this is going to be an industry type of train, freight, cargo, and such like that. So we'll definitely keep an eye on improvement for that. All right. So this train, does it have people on it? Look at that. It's a full train already here at Andalsnes. We have 40 people on that, so that's going to make us money nicely. And they have 14, 15, 16 people waiting to get back on in Raros and head up north here. So that is doing well. Let's check out our balances here. Obviously, our best train line is that one between our two biggest cities. Makes sense. The Oda to Asgardstrad is doing quite well. Farm to Food is doing well. That train line We're doing really well. Nothing's losing us a lot of cash. I mean, the Roared and one is, but that obviously just changed. Yep, see, now we're in the positives. So just had to give it a second, and it balances out. I really love the economical aspect of this game, and look how many people we have waiting here. We have 74 people waiting in Oda. So I think what it might be time to do is double track the Oda to Asgardstrand line. Because let's see, how many people do you guys have waiting to come? Okay, so they have 45 people waiting to come up to Oda. So it's definitely time to double side this and get it 2 trains on this line. So we're going to do it outside of town because, wow, they really built this close up there. So we'll do it right here. We'll start the double side. Do we want it on the outside or the inside? I think the inside might be the better call. So we'll do that. This way it also gives this area more room to improve. We also want to fix that bridge. Oh, as it auto saves. We also want to fix this bridge because this just looks, it looks like something I don't, I don't really know. Oh man, this game sometimes. And this double-sided track is going to be very nice. Oh, and we just unlocked a new car for passengers. It's called the compartment car. So we'll check that out in a minute. Okay, that's connected up there. Let's come back here and connect this. Nice. And then we also want to take a look at the lines, and it went to this line because it believes that's the faster way. So we're going to go up here and we're going to place a signal. Signal. So we're going to put it right there, and then this is going to be the up and this is going to be the down. We'll rotate the camera around and get this right. Put it right there. And then we're going to want to delete the other one we had in here. We can get the line out of there. I don't need to see the line view anymore. Just wanted to make sure we were doing that right. And we can delete this guy. Okay. That's perfect. All right. So that is doing well. 40. Okay. You know, I'm thinking actually, instead of putting another train on this line, we might just want to add a few more cars. Because it's only a 10-year-old train. So, that's something to consider. We'll keep an eye on it, though. I mean, although, if we start a train down here right now, we would have one coming up while one going down, and then vice versa, and then our rate would be cut in half, that people would be waiting, and we would obviously make more money. Man, just so much to consider. Very interesting where we should put our money, and wow, this train station is booming. I mean, we do have 3 lines that are technically coming into here right now, so that makes perfect sense why it is booming. How's this train? Is it full? Oh, 16 of 40, so it's not full, but still a decent number. And I love when you have multiple trains coming in and out of the stations. Look at that. That's awesome. Game is very visually stunning. Let's see what Fredrikstad's doing with their... Look at that. Mediocre on the construction material, 18%. I mean, obviously, we want to keep increasing that. Let's check food. I didn't even look at food. Food's at 36, which is pretty strong. And food here's at 47. I think we are going to want to start to bring... construction materials to these other towns. But the question is, how do we do it? We can put a train line that comes down through Fredrikstad and then hits Asgardstrand and then goes up to Oda, and that would be a straight freight line. But I don't know if that's the most logical thing to do. I think we might have to do that. But it's weird because this is on such a mountain hill thing. Oh, what we could do is we could bring a road down this mountain. I don't know how that would look, and then we could put the freight station there, and have that just run across here. And then we could also get rid of the line that goes from here to there, and then have just the train stop in Fredrikstad. That might be too many moving parts, though. So I definitely like the idea of going through. I think if we do make a train line, though, we would not go through here because of the elevation change. We would come around the mountain and obviously be on this side, because I'm pretty sure that is... No, okay, so the industry is over here. That's tough. That's tough to get to. We definitely have some stuff to think about. I guess with our 2 million that we have right now, we can go up to Farson here and build a public transit line while we're just waiting to get more money and see how things shake out down there in the south. Okay, that looks good there. And we'll put bus and tram stops. So obviously we always start by the train station because we want people using our trains. That looks lovely. Swing it around, come down, hit that up, hit that up, hit that up, hit that up. Okay. So we have the Farsund public transit. Oh, and we have a new boat. Not that we're using boats in this playthrough, but we could. That's another thing we could potentially look at, is building a boat system for up and down the river here. We could definitely think about that. We're going to create some vehicles to ride on that public transit line. Farsund. Sometimes the colors get a little confusing because they're very close to each other, but that is okay. All right. Looks good. Didn't really cost us any money. And we could... So I'm thinking that we should just double track this from Raros up to Andalsnes, and then we should also just double track Andalsnes up to Farson, and then just put multiple trains on this route. And I think that will work out well. Let's first start... How many people we got on this train? So it's only half capacity. And what is this doing? It's going to get 36. So that's almost capacity, 36 of the 40 that train can hold. And then this is going to have 22. So I'm going to double track it. That's just what I like to do. And I think in the long run, it's going to work out nicely. So we'll grab some track. And we'll go from here. Okay. What do you mean construction is not possible? What did we do wrong? Okay, exit out of that. Construction not possible. The curve is too much, huh? Wow. Interesting. Huh. Well then. How is, it's not really even that much of a curve, so I don't know. Oh, too much slope. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll have it. Yeah. Okay. So it's going to look a little funny, but that's what needs to be done for that to work. That's okay. Didn't really set us back too much. And we'll put that onto there, and then we'll have that meet up there. And then we'll come up here, and we will do the same. Cool. And next, we will do it up top as soon as that autosave is done. Let's see, what side do we want this on? I think we want it on this side of the track. Hopefully we don't run into that weird situation again. Oh, that's right on top. We want next to. Okay, that looks good. So far, so good. Also, so far, so good. Come on up. And we will connect it right before it crosses the road. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That'll teach me not to zoom in. That looks fine. Okay. And now we start the train route. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna use the Raris. Where is it? Okay, where is that train line that I want? The Raris to and this one. So after and, we're gonna add another stop. It's gonna come up here, and could not connect all stations. What did I do wrong? We're going to pause this for a second, and it's because this is on a different track than that, but that's an easy fix. Very easy fix. And then it's also going to stop back there on its way back through. So hold up while I fix this. This can go away. We're going to go here. We're going to grab some track, and we're going to do that. And we're going to do that. Still could not connect all stations, huh? What is the malfunction now? We're just gonna delete that for a second. So it goes Raros, and Dalsness, Farson, and then I wanted to hit up and Dalness on the way back. Okay, so a little bit of misguidance there, but it is all figured out. And since we have the line tool open, we could start that timing again, by the way. We're going to put in the stops right now so it knows which way to travel. Grab the signals. We're going to put, right, is that the right way? Perfect. Come down here and do it on the other side. Okay. And we are going to do the same for this line. We'll rotate that camera so I can get the best view at this. Okay, and that works out. Come up here and put it, oh, too far zoom, right there. Okay, so that line is all set up for multiple trains, And we're going to put a second train on there. At first, though, let's see if train 3 has gone under. Okay, it's at 30 years, so I'm definitely, before I put a second train on that other line, I am going to replace this train as it heads towards Fredrikstad, and there's a train depot there, so we're just going to send it to the depot, and as soon as it drops off the passengers, and we're going to put a new train on there. Oh, and we got a new tram, the Holly tram. That should be our next step, actually, is to add some tram to the two big cities, so we can get rid of the buses and just have trams, because I believe they're more efficient. Okay, we're gonna head there. This is still 70 passengers, so that is fine. Okay, we're gonna go here. We're gonna just sell, 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 sell. They're all outdated. Okay, what kind of a train do we want? Okay, so this new compartment car, it's got 11 capacity and it can go 60. So that thing can move. We have no trains that go 60, but I think we're gonna want this Class 53 Persian. It's got some get up and go at top speed of 50. So we're gonna get that, and then we're gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4. Should I get 4 compartment cars? Should I add a 5th? You know what? Let's add a 5th. Let's make it a smooth 55. And we're going to put that on this train line right here. And it is waiting for a free path because the other train on the line is in station grabbing a bunch of people. And it is off. So I kind of want to see what this train's going to look like here. Here it comes, looking great. The compartment cars look very nice. Look at that. Looking good. And it has 44 passengers on it. And this is probably the first time that this train station has barely anyone in there since it opened. So that is all good. All right, and we still have 1.3 million left to play with. So, wow, that train's got some people waiting for it. And we got 9 people waiting to get on the train up there. This one's coming down now. And wow, 45 people want to go to strictly Raros. So we're going to wait for this train to come down, hit this station, and once it start making its way back up, we'll add another train to this line and get it going. And that'll be pretty strong. And then all is doing quite well. There is a bunch of supplies over here at our food stand that we should probably look to transport more of, but I think it's okay for right now. Okay, this train's coming on down. That train's doing quite well too. All right, it's picking up passengers. Okay, it's at capacity, it's heading out, and there's still 9 people left over. We're going to wait, because obviously that number is going to grow. Train's got 21 people on it. That is fine. Boy, there's a lot of people that are in Raros that want to move around the city itself. So we might want to again add another road vehicle there. Add to the Raros public transit line, and it's off and running. And this is up to 11. I want this to get up past here. We got 17 that want to go to Farson. And then at Farson, we have 21 that want to come on down. Okay, the train is at, so as soon as, we can start buying this train now. So we want. I think we can stick with this one because again, we're not really climbing anything, and we can stick with the Bavarian cars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be just fine. And we're going to put that on the Roar to Anderson line. And I also need to rename that line and name it the Roar to Far line because it goes all the way up to Farson. And that'll be pretty good. Yep, okay. It's got 25 people. It's doing its thing. Love it. $35% with the construction materials. That is really good. Now I'm waiting for the next opportunity when we get increased cargo and freight trucks and such, because that'll help us move our industry products a lot better than we are right now, because things are a little slow, granted. Okay. 73. And all right. All right, I think what we are going to do next is what we talked about. How big of a slope is it? So down here is 115 and up here is 162. Can we build a road that comes straight down? So we can. So it's not the craziest thing ever. So thank you. Train 4 has reached its lifetime. So that's actually going to be the plan here. I don't know why it comes out on a curve like that. Why is it just curvy? I want straight. I don't know why it's doing that, but we want it to come down here. Nice and cheap. It's pretty sloped, but that's all right. And then kind of want it to come down like that. Okay, so we're gonna want to make, that's at 116. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna want to make a freight depot right there, and then lay track that comes through here and comes down around into Asgard and then goes up in that way. And I think it's almost time to connect Finsters here to Fredrikstad. So let's actually do that, because I think we have the train with enough power now to do that. So we're going to have, this is going to be a little tricky, because this is the line that we're connecting. So we're going to come out, it's going to follow this just out, and then right about here, it's going to do its own thing. Okay. Okay, so that's how it's going to come into that station. Let's go up here to Finsters, and let's see. So the population lives there and a little bit there. So where do we want to put the train station, though? Boy, this town is just on a hill, let me tell you. I think maybe put it right here. Yeah, because that'll work, because these are the two residential areas. We'll go medium street. Can we connect these two? No problem. And then train station, and we'll put one track because that is all that's going to come in and out of here. We'll swing this around and put it right like so. Okay, and let's grab the track tool and lay some track Okay, that looks fine like that. And this is going to come down. Oh, we got, wow, look at that. We got the new, that's for our freight industry. And we also got a new train and a new state car. That is perfect since we're going to start transporting more industry. We're going to have this come down and around. Hopefully this starts to level out. Yeah. It's just, this town is just up there. That is all that is to it. We're going to follow the road down, though, because the road seems to have the best idea. All right, lovely. Okay, 106. That's fine. We're still at 600K. Sure, this is going to cost a little bit up front, but we just jumped up to 1 million, so I'm not really worried about that right now. Oh, and that's having struggles because it's going to cut off that connection. That's okay. I don't really need that connected right now, so we're not going to worry about that. And we're going to swing over like so. And we're going to come around here. And we're going to connect up like that. All right. So we now have that connected, and then we're going to throw up a train depot here at the end because this is obviously the end of the line. Now, I know I'm throwing up a lot of train depots, but eventually we're going to go around and delete a bunch of them because we're only going to need like a few for the biggest lines. But that is that. And let's see that new train that we just unlocked. So it's the PLM 220. It's got a top speed of 60 and it's got 450 power, which is a lot more than anything else we've had. So I think that might be the train we're going to need to purchase in order to bring passengers up and down this mountain here. We're going to call this Finnsnes Mountain. But that is what we're going to do for next episode. So next episode, we're going to put a train on this line. We're going to start building, thank you, Road Vehicle 17 has reached its lifetime. We are going to start building the industry, the construction material industry line, and that's going to hopefully service Fredrikstad, Asgardestrand, and maybe even up here to Oda, and then over to Finnsnes. So we're going to see how that pans out. But that is for next episode. I want to thank everyone for watching. If you could please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Norway so far. Oh, wow. We had a bunch of stuff going on here. And, oh, we got a new passenger vehicle. So that's another thing we'll do. We'll do some updating next time around. And thank you all for watching. Have a good day.